In this video, I'm answering all of your burning questions about virtual assistants, about me, about making money from home, about productivity, about everything that can help you as a new virtual assistant or a new freelancer or remote worker or an established one, even help you scale yourself, your business, your career before the end of 2024. So keep watching. Hi my friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing my beautiful face, hi, my name is Jen. I'm so excited to be welcoming you into this growing community of virtual assistants and work from home enthusiasts. If you've not clicked the subscribe button, then I would advise you to click the subscribe button because we have a really valuable good time on this channel. Guys, of course, this is not my usual setting, and that is because we have hit 1,000 plus subscribers. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Like, I actually felt like it was going to take me the whole year, at least 1 year, to hit 1,000 subscribers. But here we are. The last time I was shooting the last video on how to begin your virtual assistant journey as a community manager virtual assistant with just a smartphone, we were close to 1,000, but not up to 1,000. But before I was even done editing that video, we already hit 1,000 subscribers. And as at the time I'm currently creating this video, we're currently on 1,100 plus subscribers, and I am so grateful. I'm so grateful to you for sticking with me. I mean, I know that a lot of people watch my videos, but not a lot of people subscribe. But you decided that you don't just want to watch the video, you don't just want to gain value from the video, you also want to subscribe, and I am so grateful. Thank you. And that is the reason why I'm sitting on the couch today, because I wanted us to have a chit chat. So over time, I've compiled all the questions that have been asked, both questions that have been asked in my comment section on YouTube, questions that have been asked in my Instagram page. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram and you actively use Instagram, then you should check out my Instagram videos at Jen the Virtual Assistant. So questions that have been asked on my Instagram comment section, my Instagram Q&A sessions, and also my DM, I'm going to be answering all of those questions. And this is just to tell you that every time you have questions and you leave it in the comment section, if I don't answer immediately, I would always answer in my videos. And I've decided that these Q&A videos, or this ask me anything videos, is going to be happening every time I hit 1,000 subscribers. So currently I'm at 1,000 subscribers. That's why I'm doing this. So when I hit 2,000 again, I'm going to do this. When I hit 3,000, like that. So every time there's an additional 1,000 subscribers, I am going to be shooting an ask me anything video, or a Q&A video, basically answering all of your questions. Okay, so I have all of your questions here. I asked my virtual assistant to compile everything here in a Google document so that I can answer everything. Let's begin and see how much we can cover in 20 to 25 minutes. By the way, I decided that the videos are going to be up to 20 to 25 minutes, and that's because my goal for you this August is to ensure that I'm very, very resourceful and also very inspiring. So on Instagram, I'm out there being very inspiring, posting quote content while also posting short tutorials. And on YouTube, I'm out here posting vlogs. Yeah, I know I owe you a vlog. And I'm out here posting tutorials as well. So yeah, you want to follow me everywhere if you want to get the best of me. So the first question that I have here, I'm not answering them in the orders they were asked. I'm just going to answer randomly based on how it's been arranged here. Okay, so the first question says, how can I join the bootcamp? How you can join the bootcamp is two things. You can either comment EVB4, or you can click the link in the description box below, and it will take you directly to the sales page where you read everything about it and also go ahead to sign up. The Equipped Virtual Assistant Bootcamp was designed to take you from 0 level to pro interview ready virtual assistant in 45 days. In fact, it's actually more than 45 days. Just that training happens for 45 days, and then we have something called a job application challenge for 15 days. So if I want to calculate everything, it's actually for 60 days. Can you beat that? Having a bootcamp that can launch you completely, whether you have a university degree or you have, even if you don't have a secondary school degree, actually, as long as you can read in English, as long as you can speak in English, as long as you can write in English, you can actually become a virtual assistant. So that is all you need. You can check us out on Instagram at Equipped VA Bootcamp and see all of the amazing testimonials from our past alumni. You should really join us if you are ready to take your virtual assistant journey seriously. But of course, if you don't have a budget, that is fine. That is why we have our YouTube channel. So whether you have money or you don't have money, you are still going to become a virtual assistant as long as you know me, okay? All right. And I should also mention that all of these things I teach, they will help you become a virtual assistant. They will help you in your current 9-to-5 job or even in your business. So don't learn community management virtual assistant just because you want to do it for a client or because you want a client to work with you. You can learn community management to do it for yourself if you have a small business. You can learn community management to do it for yourself if you have a personal brand. So all of these things can be used for your clients, for your current 9-to-5 job, or even for your business or your personal brand. Next question says, must a VA pay a linking fee after doing a job for a client? I would say yes, and I would say no. So no, because any client that is hiring you, if they are hiring you directly, do not need you to pay any linking fee, right? They are doing you a favor, you are doing them a favor, so it's an exchange in value. So there's nothing like linking fee, except of course if you get your client through an agency. For example, the Equi VA bootcamp, that's the Equi Virtual Assistant Bootcamp, we have the bootcamp and then we have the agency. The agency is basically meant to connect virtual assistants to business owners, connect business owners to virtual assistants. So how we make money from that agency is collecting something called a referral fee, and the referral fee is even collected from the client, not the virtual assistant. So but I believe that some agencies definitely will require linking fee from linking fee or finder's fee, whatever they want to call it, from the virtual assistant, but it's usually called a referral fee. And for a company like mine, I get it from the client, not the virtual assistant, because I get virtual assistant from the bootcamp. One of the benefits of joining the Equi Virtual Assistant Bootcamp actually is you are going to become part of our directory, which is a top priority list for when we get clients reach out to us to get virtual assistants. So as long as you're a part of the Equi Virtual Assistant Bootcamp, or you've ever joined the Equi Virtual Assistant Bootcamp, you don't need to pay us any linking fee. We are just collecting something called a finder's fee or a referral fee from the clients you are going to be working with, and it's just a one-time fee. So if you get any clients, whether on Upwork, on freelance platforms, or all of those job boards, because I believe that those are the platforms you find things like that. When you find things like that there, I'm sorry to say, they are scam. Yeah, because no client that wants to ask you to work for them so that they can pay you salary will ask you to pay them linking fee. I hope that makes sense. My next question says, how can a VA stay motivated? I get this question a lot. I wouldn't say it's about virtual assistants, but okay, I'll answer it from a virtual assistant level, and I'll also answer it as an individual who is very ambitious and wants a lot of things for herself, right? So how I stay motivated as a virtual assistant is that first things first, I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? I know why I'm a virtual assistant. I very much love assisting people. In fact, that is why I create content like this anyways. I love assisting people. I feel very excited when my clients say thank you. When they are having a struggle, I help them solve it and they tell me thank you. It makes me very, very happy. So one of the things that keep me motivated is the fact that I know that I am helping people's businesses, helping people's goals come to life. So generally speaking, as a virtual assistant and as a virtual assistant coach, I am so excited when people go from not knowing anything about virtual assistants or not understanding anything about virtual assistants to understanding and also landing their first clients. I like it when people that are even already virtual assistants, they are stuck, they don't know how to move on from, and all of a sudden they are very clear and they even start their business. In fact, something that's been making me proud recently is the fact that if you watch one of my videos about toxic clients, where I talked about the fact that I left a client, I did not leave the client because the client was toxic. You can just go and watch that video. I left the client because I have new focus now and there are a lot of things for me to do. I referred to that video because when I was leaving the client, I onboarded a new virtual assistant for her, and the new virtual assistant I onboarded for her was one of my students. In fact, my student from Q2. So it was very exciting to see that somebody from me was good enough to be chosen as a replacement. I was not even the one that recommended her. She got the job by herself. So it means that everything that I taught her is working for her. So yeah, things like that actually make me stay motivated. But this does not mean that there are no times I just want to curl up in bed and not do anything. Of course, we have those times, but the goal is when you have those times, do not remain there. Do not remain there. You are permitted to get tired, yes. You are permitted to get weak and all of that, but you are not permitted to stop moving completely. what I would advise you, especially for maybe virtual assistants that have not landed a job before and all of that, I want you to first of all think about it from the point of, this is a long-term goal for me. A lot of people starting virtual assistants, they are starting it because they want to start making quick money, but virtual assistants is not quick money at all. In fact, there's nothing in life that is quick money. Even the scam yahoo that people are doing, it's not quick money. So why do you think that something as legal and legit as virtual assistance is going to bring you quick money? Some people, yes, get lucky, immediately they finish learning, they apply for jobs, they land their first job. But some people, it takes time. But I'm not saying it's going to take time for you. I'm just saying, first of all, recondition your mind to see this as a long-term game, and also work with a plan. Work with a plan. Work with a plan. Work with a plan. I cannot overemphasize that enough. It's very important, because if you have a plan, when you get demotivated, when you get discouraged, you'll not completely fall off on your journey, right? So it's very important for you to have a plan. And then of course, stay around motivated people, stay around people that keeps you motivated. Personally, I believe that if you listen to me a lot, especially if you feel like we vibe, I mean, you don't necessarily need to meet people before you know that you vibe with them or not, right? But if you feel like we vibe, I promise you, if you watch my videos a lot of times, you're going to be motivated. So yeah. Next question says, how can VAs decide on their work schedule? So this question is a bit tricky, right? It's a bit tricky in the sense that you can decide that you want to stick to a particular schedule, whereas there are some companies that already have laid down schedules. There are some business owners that already have laid down schedules that they want their employees to work with. So first things first is, I would say that it is very important for you to know what your limit is. It is also important for you to understand your condition at the moment. So for example, are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a mom with like 3 kids or 4 kids? Or are you a single girl not doing anything? Me, I'm a single girl. I live on my own, so I can afford to work from morning till morning, right? So that means my own time schedule can be any time zone. I'll just tell my clients or my potential clients that I can work in any time zone. But if I had a partner or I was married, I had a family, I certainly cannot work on all time zones, except of course I'm a superwoman, because let's think about it. I would have to cook, I would have to take care of the kids, I have to spend time with my family and all of that. So but of course there are people that work in different time zones, don't get me wrong. There are different time zones. There's West African time zone, there is Central time zone, there's Standard time zone. There are different time zones, so you want to know the time zones that work with you. So to answer that question, the first thing to do is to understand your current state and how far you can go. Then the second thing is to note down the different time zones that you would like to work with. Identify if these are time zones you can work in. Also, it depends on how you are going to be looking for clients. Are you going to be looking for clients using Upwork? Are you going to be looking for clients using LinkedIn? Are you going to be looking for clients on Instagram? Are you going to set up as a business owner so that clients will reach out to you directly? So if you are using Upwork, definitely when you are applying, when you are sending your application, sometimes you would see that they included the time zone that they want to work in, and then sometimes they don't. So when you are sending your application, you can let them know that you are available to work in their time zone or not. And if you are going to be a business owner, you can have the number of hours that you're going to be available. So really, this just depends on you, right? It depends on you and depends on the kind of person you're working with. But if you're working with an organization like a standard business organization or as a 9-to-5 virtual assistant, you may not be picking your schedule yourself. Like I said, companies already have schedules that work with them, especially because you're going to work with a business, right? This business have customers that operate in a particular time period, so they have to work with that time period. But then if you are going to be a business owner, you can decide that you are only available from like 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. West African time, and then you see other time zones that fit into that. I hope that this answers your question. If you have more questions on this, you can drop it in the comment section and I will answer your question. So the next question says, how can I get new clients? I have said this a couple of times. In fact, I've said it a lot of times. The old ways still work. the old ways still work, except this is your first time trying to learn virtual assistants, or even trying to learn about remote work or freelancing. I'm sure that you've typed this question on Google before: how do I get new clients? All the things that Google told you are correct. The only reason it's not working for you is because you're not patient enough to actually stay with it for the long term. That's why the first thing I said is to think about this as a long-term plan, as a long-term goal. But I'm just going to re-emphasize and tell you one additional way that you do not know that can help you get clients. So the first way is freelancing platforms. Freelancing platforms like Upwork. Yes, Upwork still works. Fiverr still works. There is another platform called Freelancer. I've never used Freelancer before, but I know a lot of people say it works. Another way you can get clients is to join job boards. So job boards like LinkedIn, job boards like Glassdoor, job boards like remote.co. All of these clients I'm mentioning, they have international clients that you can work with. So they are not just Nigerian job boards, okay? They are international job boards. They can help you. Another way also you can get new clients is to join networks, to join groups. So LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups, Instagram community, and all of that. You can also get new clients by engaging in cold emailing, engaging in cold DMing. And one new way I discovered is you can get clients using Instagram threads. Again, the reason that these platforms are not working for you is because you're not patient enough. So one thing I would advise you to do moving forward, if you want to try these things again, if you want to try these platforms again, is to give yourself at least 3 to 6 months. And I don't mean apply today and leave, apply tomorrow and leave. No, apply at least 5 jobs every day for the next 6 months. I promise you, as long as you have the skills, you're upskilling as you go, there's no way you're not going to land a job in 6 months. There's no way, as in there's no way. So the trick with applying for jobs to help you land a job is, once you apply to 1 job or 2 jobs, you are going to be exposed to something that you do not know. You're going to be exposed to a skill that you do not have, and the smart thing to do is to upskill by going to learn about that skill before you apply on your next job. So if you keep applying and upgrading your skills based on what you saw in the job description before, okay, my alarm before you get to your 600th job application or your 1000th job application, you would have been fully skilled and also of course landed the best job ever. Yeah. So the next question says, is there data entry virtual assistant niche? Yes, there are data entry virtual assistant niche. In fact, that is one of the hottest niches in the virtual assistant industry. So you see data entry virtual assistant, you see administrative virtual assistants, you see executive virtual assistants, you see social media virtual assistants. These are like 5 or 4 top virtual assistant niches. So yes, there's a niche such as data entry. Another question says, I'm new to virtual assistants and with no experience, what do I do? It's just like when you're new to something, the only thing you can do is learn about it. So if you're new to virtual assistants, learn about virtual assistants. And how can you learn? You can learn using YouTube. You can learn using my YouTube channel. So I know that before I started creating content on YouTube, I know that there was not any particular YouTube channel that I've come across that specifically caters to virtual assistants consistently. Not ones that started and they stopped, but I mean creators that are virtual assistants and actively creating content to help other virtual assistants. And that is one of the reasons I actually started this channel. So if you are new to it, if you don't have a budget, you don't have any money, you can go ahead to binge all my content on YouTube, binge all my content on Instagram, check out other creators that most likely have created content about virtual assistants or remote work, and binge on them. Then if you still feel like you would need a little bit of guided approach and you still do not have a budget, then I would recommend my ebook called DIY Virtual Assistant Growth Template. This is going to be helping you coach yourself from beginner level to pro level, and it is only 5,500. If you're interested in getting it, then you can comment growth template or just click the description box below. It will take you straight to the ebook. So the ebook contains a very comprehensive list of how to take yourself from 0 to pro level in 3 months. So all of the things that you need to browse, all of the things that you need to watch, all of the different step-by-step knowledge you need to get for you to get to the point where you are a pro virtual virtual assistant. It's been such an amazing time. I hope that you learned something from this video. If you have more questions, just drop it in the comment section or drop it for me on Instagram. I can't wait to do a video like this again. Remember that the video I'm going to be doing like this again is going to be when we hit 2,000 followers. So if you have a lot of questions and you want me to shoot a video like this, then I would advise you to subscribe and also share it with somebody to subscribe as well. If you've not subscribed, please, now is the time to do that. Once you're done subscribing, let me know in the comment section so that I can send you a warm hug to welcome you into this amazing community. Alright guys, I will see you in my next video.